In 1975, I opened a salon in the Paintsville Shopping Center, and it was the first year men were allowed to get their hair cut in beauty salons. 10 years after I was in my salon, I actually met Ed, and he was a customer. He had very curly hair, and I was able to conquer it, which I still do to this day.
And I was fortunate enough to have Nancy as my hairstylist, not just because she's beautiful, which that was a big perk right there, but because she treated me professionally.
So Ed was my friend, and I asked him if he would consider being my business partner. So we created a partnership, and he worked for Sweat Equity, and now we're together. We got married 2 years after we became business partners.
Nancy and Ed Brown set out to train stylists to be career-ready when they graduate from what some call the Harvard of beauty schools.
We took on the Aveda name, and we were the 11th Aveda school in the country. Now there are 65. I believe it's a little over 4,000 students that have graduated from our schools. We now have 3 schools.
They do it the Aveda way, that is, with great care for the environment, with natural ingredients and cruelty-free testing.
Aveda is the best education you can receive in the beauty industry, and it's all natural. So not only does it save people, it saves the earth.
It's not just about the technical skills, which are top-notch in the Aveda Institutes, but it's also about the people skills that you learn, the soft skills that you need when you go on into the profession.
Our training surprises a lot of people because we have to really learn about bacteriology, sanitation, sterilization, all the anatomies of anything that you touch.
In Ohio, for cosmetology, we have your base 1,500-hour program, and there's a lot of curriculum, learning about the muscles, the bones, all of those things, but there's a goodly portion of it that's learning how to perform the service and doing it in a way that they're confident that once they graduate, they'll be prepared for a real career in the real world. Less hours means someone less prepared, and it really starts to put a lot of stress on those students that really do need the additional help to be successful.
No one understands that better than Paul Charnello. He started out in the business around the age of 12, folding towels in the shop his father owned. But he knew he needed the kind of training the Aveda Institute offered.
I remember going to state board and talking to some other people who were there in Columbus who went to schools that weren't Aveda schools, and I was like, wow, I know a lot more. Like, I was ready to go on the floor, so yeah. The training is very in-depth.
He now owns 2 salons that frequently serve more than 200 clients a day.
There's a lot that you can learn. You have to learn by doing it and learn how to fix things that you mess up or learn how to cut certain types of hair that there really is no training for that. You kind of just have to put in the hours.
The training gave Brianna Mitchell a new life. She was a single mom in a dead-end job. Thanks to the early support of the staff at Casal Aveda, she's now opening her own salon.
I never forget Miss Teresa. Me and her talked for an hour, and she really humbled me and helped me through it as well. She was very supportive too.
Some graduates have distinguished themselves at the highest levels of the industry. Others, after working in the salon settings, have returned as educators in the Aveda Institute.
This was basically my dream job. I always wanted to be an instructor. I went and got some experience in the salon, but I always knew I wanted to come back, so I was super thrilled when I got the offer to be an educator.
I knew from the get-go I wanted to be an educator, and I felt like I had all the tools in front of me to make it happen.
I'm very intent on giving people opportunity. That's probably why I even am in business. The opportunities to give students a chance in life that they may not have had, the non-traditional student.
Casal Aveda helps students succeed by helping them navigate the process of obtaining financial aid. Additionally, the Institute offers its own full-ride scholarships every year to students at each of its locations.
At the end of the day, it's about them getting a great education and then going out and finding a great job at a great salon or spa.
I learned the Aveda way.
It's my future.
My future.
My future.
I am a professional.
We are professionals.